Hey there, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're here in Paris, and today we're taking the metro here in Paris. What I want to do is give you some of the do's and more specifically don'ts of taking the metro here in Paris. And I want to tell you this, don't be afraid to take the metro because the metro is going to get you where you want to go when you're here in Paris. Because with the traffic that's here and the price of the taxes and everything, believe me, metro is the way to go and see the city. So don't think it's not going to be a part of your trip, but also don't worry if you're not sure if a site is near a metro stop because there's so many metros, so many lines, so many stops. Wherever you're going to go in this city, you're probably never going to be more than a few hundred meters away. So don't worry about that. But anyway, let's go on to teach you more about the metro here in Paris so you can use it to enjoy your great Paris vacation. Now, when you're taking the metro, don't forget to see what your end station is because when you want to figure out which direction you need to go on the train, the actual end stop is how they're going to label this. So the Mairie de C, that's actually where I want to go. And the thing is what's cool is they have these great signs in the metro that show all the stops in that direction. So Mairie de C, I want to go to Concorde. Oh, good. I know I'm going the right way, but also I can count how many stops it is because I want to tell you, don't forget to look and see which stops are before yours so you know when to get off because don't expect them to always say what the next stop is or that you'll understand what they said that's the next stop. So do pay attention. Now, don't forget when you get your tickets or your Navigo card, when you're going to be going around Paris, there's two ways you can get it. One, you can go to one of these little ticket kiosks and get it there. Now, remember, you have to pay for this card, okay? But it's a rechargeable card, so it's €2 for the card. Then you pay for each ride you want to have, so you can do that. Or you can go to one of the service stations, service stops, and they can sell you one of these cards there, and you can do that. Very simple to do. I will say you have the touch screens, and you have like the rolly screens. The rolly screens are a little bit more difficult with the little roller. So go to the touch screens once. They are a little temperamental, so be aware of that. But don't think it's very hard. You can switch to English. Don't worry if you don't speak French, you'll be okay. But I thought that'd help you out when you're going to buy your tickets. And the great thing about the Navigo card is that you can just top it up. You need more tickets, you need more rides. You just go to this recharging station here. You tap it on there. You just select how many tickets you want to put on, how many rides you want to put on. Hey, boom, you're done. Quick and easy, so you can keep this. If you're going to be coming back to Paris, you can save this and use it again, so your rides will still be on there. So something to think about, so don't lose this. Now, a safety don't I have for you when you're coming on the metro, don't forget to pay attention when you're coming through here because sometimes that's where pickpockets like to work when you come in. Also, don't forget to pay attention when you're going in and out of the actual train because that's another spot that people like to pickpocket you. I know for these, I know one time my dad got nailed going through these at Gare d'Est, so do pay attention. Also, don't forget your ticket. When you put it through, pick it up. If you get the little paper ones that slides through, make sure you take that because you might need to show it other times or to get out because you don't want to be without your ticket because sometimes they do check and it can be a fine if you don't have your card. So always have your Navigo card and always have that little paper ticket if you have that, okay? Now let's go see some trains. Now when you're taking the metro, don't forget two very important French words. One, sortie, which is exit, and the second one is plan du quartier. When you go there, there's actually a neighborhood map that'll be at the station. So when you come out, you know how far things are. So you know which exit to go out, and it's super helpful. So remember, sortie is exit, and plan du quartier gives you the area when you're there, all right? So that can be very, very helpful. Because you want to go out the wrong exit, because then you're just walking more, and you might miss where you want to go. Another thing I think is important to mention, don't think there's always going to be an elevator or easy access at all the metro stops. If you have limited mobility, make sure you check and see how you get in and off because some of these stations we're talking dozens and dozens and dozens of steps to get out. So you want to be careful because you don't always have an elevator option. And I know that's important for some of my travelers, so be aware of that, okay? And maybe get some steps in beforehand so you're ready for some of the long walks up those stairs on the metro. Then when you're taking the metro, I want to tell you, when you're going to get on the train, don't think all of the doors will open automatically. They have this little hook thing. You'll pull the hook up and it'll open for you. So if you're getting on or off the train, you need to do that. Don't just stand there thinking, oh, it's going to open because the people behind you are going to go, dude, do the hook, get us off the train. So be aware of that. Also, when you do get in the train, don't just stand at the door. Walk in a bit to have more space. And also, don't block the door so people get on and off. And when the train's coming in, don't forget to let the people get off the train first, and then you get on, all right? So be aware of that. Let's go take some more metros. Now, when you're in the train, I have a few don'ts for you. One, don't pass up a seat because sometimes on the older trains, it can be a bit bumpy, a bit shaky. I mean, you get a good arm workout and core workout trying not to fall, but don't pass up a seat when you are there. Also, if you've got a backpack or something, don't wear your backpack on the back. One, because yeah, people can get into your bag and stuff, but also it takes up space. You can knock people. So don't forget to put the bag in front of you. Maybe put it between your legs, and don't have your bags take up a seat on the train or on the metro because people might want to sit there. Also, I want to tell you this. Don't take your suitcases on the metro because there's not always a lot of space, especially during rush hour. Because I got to tell you, don't forget, the metro doesn't go to the airports. That's the RERs you're going to take out to the airports. So be aware of that. They have a little bit more space to get you there than the metros do. Everything about safety on the metro. Now, I know I've mentioned about being careful when you're buying your tickets, when you're coming in and out of the metro system overall, when you're going in and out of the trains, because that's the easiest pickpocketing spot. But also, don't forget to pay attention when you're on the metro, because sometimes there's some unsavory folks on the metro. But also, don't forget to pay attention to your stuff, because if you leave your bag someplace you're not paying attention, someone else will be paying attention to it. So you don't want to make sure that nobody grabs your bag or pickpockets you, because it can happen when you're on there. So do have a heads up. And obviously, pay more attention when you're at night on the metro, because sometimes you want to be careful with that. Also, if you're going to be later in the evenings, you notice it's an empty train, don't be surprised if you don't want to take the empty train and get on one of the trains that actually does have people in it, or one of the wagons that are there. Or maybe don't forget, if you want to feel a little bit safer, stay near to the driver. That could be a little bit more helpful in terms of safety. But overall, I don't think you have to worry too much about your safety on the metro. It does get a little claustrophobic sometimes in rush hour, but overall it's pretty good. Just be aware when you're going in and out of those spots. Those are the big kind of safety things to think about. So another safety note I have for you, if you're going to be sitting by the doors, don't be playing with your phones at the stops, because people will reach right in as the doors close. So be aware of that. Probably the two stations you need to pay the most attention for anything: Gare du Nord and Gare de Est. Those are the stations you got to be careful. No, Gare du Nord, that's where my dad almost got pickpocketed, but the cops jumped in and got him right away. So do be aware of that. So have your heads up, and have your heads up with your phone too. And if you're worried you're going to miss your metro, don't worry about missing it. They come quite often, and a lot of the stops will say how long till the next train and then the train after that. So if you see the train you're looking to get on is super, super busy, wait, I can just wait another 4 minutes and there'll be another train ready for me. So that's very helpful. Now, before we get too negative with all these don'ts, I want to do some of the do places you want to stop when you're here. Basically, some of the sites you want to see and those metro stops that go along with it. The Louvre behind me, there's some stops you can enjoy to get there. If you're looking to take the metro, line 1, and you're going to get up at Louvre Rivoli, that's going to be your stop. Or you're going to take the RER A train, and you're going to stop at the Palais Royal Musée du Louvre. Yes, the Royal Palace of the Louvre makes it really easy for you, so there's that there. If you want to go to the Musée d'Orsay for more modern work, you can go to the Silferino stop on line 12, or the RER C train stops there, so you can do that. If you're looking to go to the Eiffel Tower, which we all love to go see, the École Militaire, you can stop there on line 8, or you can take line 6, and the Bir Hakeim stop will get you there. Now, if you want to go to the Arc de Triomphe and you want to see there and go see the Eternal Flame that's there and the Champs-Élysées from that end there, you have a lot of options. Line 1, 2, and 6, the Gare Étoile stop, that's going to be your stop. Also, the RER train stops there as well. So you have that. If you want to go to Notre Dame and you want to see how it's been rebuilt and how beautiful it is again, you can take the RER train C stops there for the Saint-Michel Notre Dame stop. See, they make it sometimes very easy for you. Or you can take line 4 for the Cité stop, and that can do you there. Now, I'll put some other stops in here so to help you out, but those are some really easy things, easy places to stop, because honestly, this metro will take you everywhere. What's nice, if you're one of the busier tourist stops, they are very cool to label which exit will have the exit you want to go to, so you know which one to follow. So I want to go to Tuileries Gardens. I know I need to go down to exit 1. Another don't on the metro, and this is for all metros around the world, but especially here in Paris, when it's busy anytime, don't forget to stand on the right so people can pass you on the left on the escalators. Because yes, not a lot of people in a hurry in Paris, but if they are, they need to go. So don't be rude. Stand on the right, all right? Let people go by. So another thing we need to remember with these tickets, with these Navigo cards, don't think you can use it for multiple people. Everyone has to have their own card. Everyone has to have their own ticket. So if you're a family of 4, you're going to need 4 of these, because you can't tap 4 people in. No. Everyone needs their own. So be aware of that. Also, no matter how many people you have, don't expect a lot of room in the metro, because it does get a little tight in there. So be aware of that. Now, being smushed up in there on the metro, I want to tell you, don't expect to make much conversation when you're on the metro. It's very much a quieter metro than other places when you go around. So just know people kind of tend to be on their own. So they got the earbuds in, they're reading, they were doing something else. They expect to be left alone. So sadly, don't expect to meet many friends when you're on there, but don't forget, with that lack of space, don't be surprised if you might get a good whiff of your neighbor, especially during the summertime, because sometimes it can be a little ripe in the metro in the summer. So just one of those things you might notice. In the wintertime, it's not bad because everyone's dressed up, but it's cold. It's fine. But in the summertime, sometimes, just sometimes. Now, don't worry if you have to connect on the metro. You do not have to pay another ticket. It's just one-time tapping in. That'll get you throughout the system, so you'll be okay. So don't freak out and think, wait, I got to go from the 1 to the 8, or what do I need to do? Do I need to tap in again? Nope, you just stay in the system. You'll be okay. Just don't go out the exit, because once you go out the exit, you will have to pay again. And if you need to connect between metros, just know that don't think it might be a short walk, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time to walk to the next metro. Like, you might feel like you've gone a couple blocks underground. So just be ready for that it might need a little bit of walking as well. So when you're looking at kind of the lines here, one thing I want to tell you is don't forget the metro, they're numbers, okay? If you're looking for the RER, the trains, those are letters. So if someplace gives you a number line, that's going to be metro. If it's A, B, C, or D, that's going to be the old RER trains. You're going there, okay? So do be aware of that. And don't think those RERs and the metros are the same, because the RERs, longer distance between places, so you're going places a lot farther, a lot faster than taking the metro. So don't forget to check the journey options when you're going to be traveling, because there's a lot of ways to get around Paris, and you want to see which one's going to be right for you in terms of not just one leaves the quickest, but which one might take the shortest period of time, because it can be a bit different. No, I know I said don't count on the metro to get you to the airport. What I meant is don't count on to get you to the Charles de Gaulle International Airport that you're probably flying in and out of if you're going to the U.S. If you're taking Orly, you're flying through Orly, the M14 actually does go out to Orly, so you do have that option. Another don't I have for you with the metro, don't forget the funicular that goes up to Sacré-Cœur, that is on the metro line, so you can use your metro tickets to do this, so you don't have to walk all the way up there to see it. You can just take the funicular and go see Sacré-Cœur. Don't forget to take your time when you're taking the metro here in Paris, because honestly, if you're not used to it, it can be a bit overwhelming, especially if you're going to be transferring in some of the like train station stops, you know, if you're going to be like Saint-Lazare or here at, you know, Gare de Lyon. It can be a bit much because you're going to be walking a lot between the different, you know, metro stops or metro lines, and it can be a bit much. So do pay attention to your bags. Do pay attention to where you're going to go. But take your time, like maybe let the people that are here get up the escalator first and then go. Because you know what? There's going to be more, subways coming, more metros coming, so you don't have to worry about that so much. But just take your time. It's okay, because I saw a few very frustrated tourists when I was coming here to Gare de Lyon, and I don't want you to have that. And then I got to let you know, don't think that the metro is 24 hours here in Paris. It goes from 5:30 in the morning till 1 in the morning, or on the weekends until 2 in the morning. So do be aware if you're going to be out late night, the metro probably won't help you. So I hope this helps you know some of the do's and don'ts of taking the metro here in Paris. What other tips do you have for people that are even coming to Paris to enjoy the metro? And if you want to learn more, we got tons of videos on Paris to help you enjoy this beautiful city. I'll say au revoir from here in the metro in Paris.